Hello, in this tutorial series, I'm going to cover all the tools in the View menu tab in Google Slides. So if you go to View and click on it, this is where you can launch your presenter view from any particular slide in your presentation. So if I'm on slide 2 and I click on it and I go View, Present, it's going to launch right into the presenter view for that particular slide. If I hit Escape, I will go ahead and go out of that presenter view. Now, clicking on View, you have animations. So if I click on animations, it's going to launch your animation toolbar for the slide that you're on. This is no different than if I click on a slide, if I click right here on the slide and hit transition, and I'll see the transitions just like I would from going to the View button and hit animations. Now, one reason why that might be helpful is if I click on example, you see the animation button disappear, but I want to see it, I can simply just go View Animations, and that's kind of where that functionality comes into play on why I'd even go there. Going down to the next option in the View menu is the Master Grid. This is basically your template for how all the different bullets and numbers and indents formats show. So if I go to this slide, for example, if I want to change this format, I can simply click on it and go up to my bullet option or numbered option, and then I can say, you know, I want this type of option on the 1st and to 9th level when I do that on that slide. And on this slide, I don't want numbers, I want bullets, and I want them to have these type of bullet images when I go from the 1st indent to the 9th level indent. So kind of another way to change your master template and change the way that, you know, it's going to function. So that's a nice deeper look into what you can do with Google Slides. Going down the View button, if I go to Zoom, this is where I can say zoom in and zoom out. Now note this button becomes active, which means go back to the normal view and adjust it to my screen. So that's a very important button if you ever zoom in too much in the screen. Going down to Snap To, this is interesting. So let's go to the first slide. Notice right now you see no lines showing me my alignment with another object. Now, this makes it very difficult to kind of see where things are. If I want those lines there to show me alignment, all I have to do is go to View, Snap to Guides, and take a look how these lines now appear. Now I know that this object is lining up with the top of the other object on my screen, and I can adjust it accordingly now with these lines that are appearing for me to help me. Going down the view, you have HTML view, which basically is just going to show you what it looks like if I had this on a website and it was an HTML slide. Going to View, you can have spelling suggestions turned on or off. Again, I showed speaker notes on a previous video. You can hide them or you can show them. And then compact controls. This is going to take away the top menu tabs. You can easily bring them back by hitting the down arrow right here, and it brings back everything from on the top of your presentation menu bars. And lastly, full screen. It's going to do that. It's going to bring up my full screen on that, and I believe if you hit the escape key, it's going to bring up my menu and my toolbar right away. So that is all the tools that you have on the view bar. I do believe the animations is a nice feature if you've clicked on something in your slide and you want to edit the animation and not deselect it. And then I think the master and Snap To are very important controls that you want to be able to change. Thank you so much for watching this short tutorial.